Hey Harish. Yeah, the goal of this exercise is not to develop a system that will only work correctly that will only give the no user found or no artist found if we search for Bruce Springsteen. We want it to work if we're searching for anybody. Okay, so this message here doesn't help us build what we want. What we want is we want this to happen without sticking the message into the test. So let's see. So here's an example of what we want to see. So yeah, I think I showed you this before. It says no file matched, Bruce Springsteen. But you want to be able to, let me clear this one so we can do another test. You want to be able to go in and stick in anybody, right? You want to be able to go in and say, if I test Fred Flintstone, oh. And let's check that one. And if I'd say play samples by Fred Flintstone, I called my method play samples by, but anyway, doesn't matter. If I say, oh yeah, no, I want to do the list matching one, right? If I do this. Okay, then it should come out and say, right, it didn't match Bruce Springsteen, it didn't match Fred Flintstone. So you need a general purpose solution to this problem. So let's look and see what the suggestion is in the book. What they say here is, can you find a way to print a message once the for loop has finished? That's key. So one of the problems that you're having with yours is that your test is inside your loop, okay? And also, this is never going to, well, in our case, with the test set that we have, this is never going to happen. Even if you, actually, it shouldn't have the space in there either. Okay, because what we're searching on is Bruce Springsteen without a space here. We're saying list matching Bruce Springsteen. But even if you had that without a space, this is never going to be a match because we're looking through the file names that have been added. So these are the file names that have been added. All these guys. Okay? So we've only added, Big Bill Brunsey, Blind Blake, and Blind Lemon Jefferson. Those are the only guys that are added. So those are the only guys that you can match on over here. Right? So there's not going to, this is never going to be true. This is never going to happen. All right? So that's not what you want. So what you have right now is you're looping through all of these file names, all the files that have been added. You're looping through these 1, 2, 3, 4 names and checking to see if you have a match, or to see if the file name contains the search string. Okay? So your search string that comes through in the test, what you're searching for, when you have this list matching with a search string, what you're searching for each time is, first you're searching for Big Bill Brunsey, then you're searching for Blind Lemon Jefferson, then you're searching for Bruce Springsteen. Okay? So, but you're searching inside this list. You're looking through this list, right? So, the suggestion is Okay, yeah, there's a hint here. It says use a Boolean local variable. So a Boolean local variable is something like this, like Boolean no match. And what you want to do is start with no match having a particular value, and then at the end you want to test that value. So somewhere in the loop you're going to decide whether or not you should change this Boolean value. So you want to start the Boolean value off with a certain value. So if we start out with no match, it says it's false, right? Then I'm sorry, no match is true at the beginning, right? We haven't found a match because we haven't even looked through the list yet, right? So sometime in the course of looking through this list, if we find a match, then we can then no match becomes false, right? And then if no match is true, we can check down here at the bottom after the loop. Okay, so it says print a message once the for loop has finished. So after the for loop, okay, then you can check your value, and if you've changed it so that no value is false, then nothing will happen because you've already, and that's okay because you've already printed out the matches, right? But if no match is still true, if you've gone through all these files and no match is still true, you can check the value of no match and print out, hey, I didn't get a match. Okay, so that's the idea behind that one. And with your play and wait, I think I mentioned this maybe before, but what you want to do is use this play and wait. You don't have to call it play and wait. You can call it play samples by or whatever you want to call it. But you can. But play and wait is fine, and that matches what's in your test thing. But you're going to have to use this play and wait instead of println. You don't want to print something out. So you're going to have to find the index for this file name and then print that guy out. Okay, so I hope that helps you get a little farther, and if you still have questions, shoot me another email.